formal mission is to prepare girls for a lifetime of self-respect and healthy living. And what that means is we're not only taking care of their physical self, but we're taking care of their whole entire self, their mind, their body, their spirits.
As a coach, my goal is to provide a safe environment and a happy environment for the girls to come and be who they are.
And what that means is we are helping girls live life outside of the girl box. The girl box is where we don't feel strong enough, beautiful enough, we don't have the right clothes, and we try and live up to others' expectations.
Girls in 3rd through 8th grade are embarking on a time in their life where if they can learn this and they can internalize this, they would be able to say, you know what, I'm okay walking away. I'm not embarrassed because you don't like me.
And what we do with these girls is we teach them to respect themselves, they respect others, they learn about healthy lifestyles, and during this process they train for a 5K event, and whether they run, walk, hop, skip, or jump, it doesn't matter how they get to that finish line. It's the fact that they've set a goal and they all have achieved that goal, and it's a very empowering experience for the girls and for their families.
Hopefully it makes them get out of the girl box and know how to be themselves and not ever worry about what somebody else thinks about them or how they look or anything, that they really just live for who they are.
We challenge them at each practice to take on a moral or a value and apply it to their daily life at school, with their friends, at home, with their families. So it's helped challenge them to become better girls.
My favorite lesson on Girls on the Run is the thankful lesson. We have a lot of things to be thankful for, and we should be happy that we have all these things.
The only thing I don't like is the run, because I have a hard time not talking. And we have to think about what we're thankful for, and we can't talk to anybody.
We learn about being nice and friendly and respect, and so my attitudes have changed a lot.
They make me so proud. They accomplish such huge things and they challenge themselves so much that I can't even believe at such a young age that they're taking on these challenges and that they're pushing themselves in their runs and also at school and in their friendships and relationships.
Our very first season, we didn't know what to expect, and the first day at one of our sites there was a girl who showed up to the site with her grandmother. And this little girl, she sat right next to her grandmother the entire time. She clearly did not connect with the other girls who were all sort of high energy, very excited to be starting this, and she clearly was in that girl box. She didn't feel good about who she was. And she finished the season, and to see her cross the finish line with this huge smile on her face, getting hugs from her teammates, being comfortable with them and feeling part of a team, we know that that made a difference in her life.
We encourage the girls to take part and become leaders, and as the weeks go on, they become natural leaders.
Girls on the Run has made me feel more confident about myself, and I can do it if I just put my mind to it.
To be self-confident, to not care what other people think of you, and if someone makes fun of you and it's one of your friends, then just get new friends.
I kind of have underestimated myself, I guess, and now I've just learned more what I can do and what I'm capable of.
It's made them more confident, more sure of their own ability, and confidence in this world is 90% of the battle sometimes.
Any girl who wanted to be in Girls on the Run would probably get a lot of self-confidence out of it.
I'm not as shy anymore because I have a lot of friends at Girls on the Run.
It feels like you're doing something that you can tell your friends about, and they'll be like, cool, I want to do that too.
Catie and I have a closer relationship now because we will go out running together, so we get to talk about a lot of stuff. It's not real stressful because you're exercising a lot, so it's been a good experience for us all.
Generally, I find some nugget comes out the day or so after she's had a session. Not necessarily something that's gone on in the session, but something that's happened in her life. There's a nugget there that she needs to share, and I need to just kind of stop and listen to her.
Girls on the Run has taught me to be kind, and I'm getting along with my sister a lot more.
Our girls are in Girls on the Run together, and I think it's brought them a little bit closer in a sense. They tell me about the things that they did together, the activities they did, and it gives them a little bit more commonality.
they're talking amongst themselves too about how much fun they had and what they did. So I think it's opened up the sister relationship. And then with us, we get to hear about how excited they are about the program and what they learned today. And I think that that's been great too for them. So it opens up conversation and dialogue in our house that may not have happened without them bringing that home.
It's a place that my daughter and other girls can go, you know, a couple of times a week and be themselves. And they can simply share with one another what's going on in their lives and be affirmed that their feelings are important and okay, and so are they.
When everybody's like cheering you on and everything, to finish a 5K it feels like you ran around the world once, because it feels you're so excited that you did something.
It makes me feel like I accomplished something. I can run more than a 5K.
We got to our Wonder Girl 5K, and this little girl who never really had anything good to say, and life was just sort of a bummer, drove away, hanging out of the car door, yelling and screaming at me when they were leaving the Wonder Girl 5K. And it was just a totally uncharacteristic, not the way she generally reacted to things. So I think it was a pretty powerful moment for her, and pretty cool for me too.
Well, last year I got in 5th place on Girls on the Run, and it felt great. Out of 200 girls, and I can't believe I got in 5th place. And it's all because of my running buddy.
As a mom, the very first time that you see your daughter come around the corner and she recognizes that there's a finish line up ahead, this makes me cry every time. Oh my gosh, the look on their faces, and I don't even know how to explain it. It's overwhelming, the joy, because they did finish what they started. They didn't quit, and they could have easily done so at any point.
It was incredible. She had to really push herself. She trained hard. She was so excited to share that with me, and confident that she actually could do it. And that's what Girls on the Run brought her, because I don't think she would have been confident that she could have done that without the training and the inspiration from the coaches and all the good stuff that has come out of this.
When Catie crossed the finish line for her first 5K, it was pretty exciting. She had a big smile on her face, and we were all very proud of her, the coaches, her friends and Girls on the Run, as well as her parents. Everybody was really happy about it.
As a dad, it was probably one of the most magical experiences I can remember. You know, I'll never forget that. It just made me so proud. It's just a great feeling as a dad, and it's something I want to experience with them again.
When I finished my first 5K, I didn't feel actually so good because my stomach was really hurting, but I was really glad to finish it, and I felt really proud of myself, and my whole family was really proud of me.
One of my favorite Girls on the Run experiences is when I was a running buddy, and we were running the 5K race, and I was running with a girl who was not the fastest runner by any means, but she was committed to finishing the race. And once we came around that corner to finish the race, we could hear all of her teammates, all of her friends and family there, and we saw that they were making a tunnel for her with their arms, and they cheered her on, and it was such a rewarding experience. And she sprinted faster than I had ever seen her run in my entire life. She just ran and finished that so hard, and it was a really good experience, really emotional.